channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to your ass like no other. This is the channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. I got another bomb live for y'all, but before I begin, y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button, and share button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. And if you'd like to support the mission, support the culture, support the channel, Cash App, $ Michael US. Let's look at what we got here. Adrian Peterson. Let's see. Let's get a poll going. How y'all doing out there? 250 and everybody else that woke up this morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let's see. What's a good question? Poll Adrian Peterson. Let's see. Do you think the child support system is a scam? Let me just double check. Do y'all, I put y'all. I put you, do y'all think? I like saying y'all. Maybe because I'm in Texas. Shout out Dallas. Do y'all think the child support system is a scam? Is a scam? Question. Oh, thank the Lord that I woke up today. Today. Let me get this adjusted. I think that's perfect. Today. Had me some wine last night, and God, I feel so good. Boy, when I hit that wine, I'm talking about hitting that wine, I'm like, oh my God. I ain't never heard nobody die off no wine. I haven't heard nobody heard no complications from wine. I just gotta have it. My wine, I just be in such a bliss. In such a bliss. Let's check out. I just hope y'all doing all right. That's what it's all about. It's about exchanging positive energy so we can get through the day, so we can get through this mother effing day. You got to deal with your boss, you got to deal with them bad kids, you got to deal with your internal problems, you got to deal with your external problems. Oh wait, I didn't want that. Adrian Peterson. Ooh, internet working good today. The internet working good today, boy. Adrian Peterson acting a fool. He just never could get it right. If it ain't him whooping it, it's always something about with his kids. If he ain't whooping his kids, beating his kids down, then he ain't taking care of them. Let's go to the USA Today. They went more into depth. Let me see. Let's see which one went into more in depth. Because his lawyer, man, I know his lawyer getting paid a lot because he stays in trouble. So this is according to Yard Barker. Sorry, y'all got all these ads. Why do they put all these ads? I can't even see the damn thing. This is according to yardbarker.com. Adrian Peterson facing warrants for arrest in Texas. Oh, he out here in Texas. That boy out here in Texas. Adrian Peterson's legal woes appear to be getting worse by the day. The former NFL MVP running back is facing possible arrest after 2 arrest warrants were issued this week for his failure to appear in a Fort Bend County, Texas court for 2 different child support cases. Damn, you got 2 cases? The current legal case is related to a misunderstanding regarding Adrian's court appearances as it relates to child support, and he is actively working with his legal team to resolve this matter as quickly as possible. Peterson's publicist Denise Weiss said in a statement issued to USA Today, he is committed to clearing up this situation and moving forward positively. So he not showing up for court. Now, word on the street, Adrian Peterson is broke. What's up, Kaden? What's up, Val? I'm just holding it down. So he's missing court dates. Now, let me type in Adrian Peterson. Let's see how much he owes, because one article said he owes a lot of money. And I think that's messed up. Well, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is all the meat and potatoes. This is all the meat and potatoes. The 2012 NFL MVP has warrants out for his arrest, according to US Today in Fort Bend. We read that part, but let's jump down. Here we go. Let's see how much money he has made. He has made a whole bunch of money. Despite earning over $100 million in his career, the former Minnesota Vikings running back has also been in trouble with bank loans. Court records in February said Peterson had not paid any of the $8.3 million he owed to the Angelo Vehicle Sales LLC, which he was ordered to pay over 3 years earlier. He was ordered to pay a creditor $2.4 million in 2019 and had to pay a Minnesota bank the year prior. What's up with all these bank loans, Adrian? Peterson missed all but one game in the 2014 season after his indictment on charges of reckless or negligent injury to a child. He pleaded no contest to assaulting his son, 4-year-old at the time, with a tree branch. So he was whooping his son. Now, I didn't know he hit him with a tree branch. I thought it was his hand or his belt. He hit him with a tree branch. That's old school, though. Go cut me a switch. Go cut me a switch. Oh, so he beat his son with a tree branch? Damn. In 2022, Peterson was arrested after an indictment with his wife on a plane. After an incident with his wife on the plane. But his wife said it was only an argument and charges were dropped. So the airlines must have called the police and said a black man was whooping on the woman. Locking up black men is the culture out here. Doesn't matter if you an NFL star or not. Let's see. So he's in debt. Let's see. So he owes some banks. So he's beating on his child with a tree branch. He's arguing with his wife on the plane. He's been arrested. He's been arrested a lot of times. But I think a lot of times God just let us go through things. Because you ever feel like in life, like, damn, why am I just catching bad luck? Why can't just catch a break? Why can't just get things going? God gotta let you go through some things. But let's see if they will tell us how much he owes in child support. Because I think the whole child support thing I think there's a little bit of good, but overall, a lot of these people who be having kids, they shouldn't be having them to begin with. They ain't fit parents. And no system can fix it. The system's only gonna make money off it. Let's see how much he owes. Adrian Peterson child support. Let's see how much he owes. Will they say? So I think he owes some businesses. Let's see, Bro Bible. Let's see if Bro Bible tells us how much this nigga owe. He owed millions in debt to bad loans, child abuse in 2014. Hitting his baby, a 4-year-old, with a tree branch. This nigga crazy. The cases were each filed in Texas by separate women. So he got 2 baby mamas. And you got 2 baby mamas? Bruh. In the state of Minnesota, a judge signed a qualified domestic relations order Monday that would see the child receive a portion of Peterson's NFL benefits for child support. Each warrant involved a cash bond. Both amounts were under $10,000. At this point, there's plenty of reason to believe Peterson is struggling with money, but his problems appear to be of his own doing, so it's hard to drum up much sympathy for the one time superstar. So they're not really saying how much he owes, but here's the thing: he's going to court. He owes a lot. He mismanaged his money. First off, let's get to this child support, then we'll get to his money. Because I don't know how in the hell you blow $100 million. How in the world does somebody blow $100 million? I don't know how that's even possible. How? So let's get to this child support, the whole system. We'll talk about the child support, then we'll get to Adrian's case individually. The overall, I think it's good that child support, because there really are mothers out there that could use it. I think it's really good that the system is in place, because there's a lot of deadbeat ass dudes, right? There's a lot of deadbeat niggas that don't want to take care of their kids, and it's unfortunate that these kids have to come up with sorry parents. And I'm talking about the mother too, because this woman slept with this lazy ass man. This woman slept with a lazy ass man. So we can bash the lazy man all day who don't want to work, but what about the woman who chose to spread her legs for him? She spread her legs for him. She spread her legs for him. So it's all about the kids at the end of the day. If the fathers do need to get involved. Now, out of 100% of men, I do say there's about 30, well, in the black community. I don't know if the other communities, there's about 20% of men that have children out of wedlock that's not with their mother, their child. There's 20% of them that really just are bums. They're bums, right? But from what I'm saying, from what I'm hearing on the streets, most men who choose not to be with the mother of their child, they want to be involved. They don't mind giving the mother money, but she takes him to court anyway. This is what I found out on the streets. What I'm saying is, there's a lot of broken homes, and out of these broken homes, the father goes one way, the black mama go the other way. And it's probably in other communities, so it's probably, let's say men in general. The father goes to one house, mother stays in another house, but the fathers still want to stay involved. They don't mind giving the mama 300 a week, 400 a week, or however much it is a month. Let's say 1,000 a month. Get the kids school clothes, this and that. But what's happening, even when the father wants to see the kids, even when the father is giving the mama money, she still wants to take him to court because she has a vindictive agenda towards the father. So the father is paying $1,000 a month, and he wants to see the kid. She won't let him see the kid because you know why? Because one of the main reasons she didn't marry him. I'm talking about the couples that had children out of wedlock. You knocked up this girl, and now she's on her own, and she's pissed off because reality has hit her. She involved herself in a broken home, and she is a baby mama. I know it's promoted in the black community being a single woman, raising children on your own. That is ideal. This was been presented. That's probably the worst life you could ever have. You have no life unless you just like being around children. Or you have nothing. You just want to do nothing. But even if you just want to be around your children, you still have to have the means and the money. You still got to have the means and the money. Your life is done when a man puts that juice in your stomach, and you allow him to go up in your stomach, and y'all are not married, y'all did not plan for it. That is, you signed up for 20 years of misery. You can't go out, you can't travel, and it's one thing for a man to knock you up, and you ain't got no money. You signed up to struggle for the next 20 years. In reality, hits these women. So she was like, well, if my life is a living hell, I'm going to make his life a living hell. Even if he is giving me money, even if he does want to see the kids. This is why I don't think no man should get involved. It's kind of hard because a lot of these girls they busted wide open. A lot of these girls have kids. It's kind of hard not to come across a woman who don't have a child. I'm talking about even if they're young, 19, 23, 25. Uh, yeah, they all got kids. So like, goddamn, all y'all just fucking, huh? Everybody is just spreading. They like, goddamn. You know, because typically when you get your stuff together, you want to get a younger girl because she hasn't been ran through yet. That's why you want to get a younger girl. She hasn't been ran through. She's still kind of innocent. She's still pure. You know, she doesn't have all that trauma from dating. She don't have all these spirits from all these guys. She doesn't have all these thoughts. She doesn't have all these terrible experiences with guys. So you typically want to get them a little bit younger so you can mold her and guide her and groom her and build her up and support her and love her as your wife. You know, but even the young ones got kids. The the cougars got kids. Everybody got some goddamn kids. Damn. There's a lot of broken homes in America in this big business. There's a lot of broken homes. A lot. But the fellas, what I'm hearing, 80% of the men that have made these women baby mamas, they still want to take care of the kids. They still want to see the kids, but the mother is still taking them to court. And if now I gotta do, let's see, retroactive, they're gonna retro the date, meaning that, okay, so say if a man has been taking care of his kids, but they live with their mother, they live in a different house. Let's say that the man's been taking care of the kids for 10 years, meaning forking them $1,000 every month, 500 each for 2 kids, 500 each a month, giving them cash. If he doesn't have any receipts, if he doesn't have any proof, if he doesn't have anything, digital receipts, anything on his credit cards or bank statement that can show that that money was specifically for the kids, she can go back into the day that them kids were born and get all that back child support. Even though he was paying throughout that time. So in other words, he'll be double paying. This is a wicked game. The father has been paying and taking care of the kids, even though they live in separate homes. The kids of they mama, for the last 10 years, he's been taking care of the kids. But if he doesn't have any proof that that money was going specifically for the kids, she can take him to court and say, oh, I need back child support. And then she's going to put him on child support for the next 8 years, which would be, the kids would be 18. For the next 8 or 9 years. So he has to pay back child support for the last 10 years. And then the future child support for the next 8 years. Even though the last 10 years, he's been handling his business. They just broken up. They're just in separate homes. This is crazy. Did y'all know that if a nigga gets behind on child support far enough, you can get your license revoked? It's out here in Texas. If you get behind on child support, missing dates like Adrian Peterson, if you get behind, they're going to add fines, they're going to add fees, they can take your license, and they can imprison your dumb ass over your kids. The government, in my opinion, is too damn involved in our families. They're too damn involved with our children. They want to give our little boys breasts. They're encouraging transgender surgeries for our little boys. Tim Walz wants to put tampons in the boys' restroom. They're teaching our little boys it's okay to act like little girls, and vice versa. They're teaching our kids that little girls can act like boys. They're destroying the souls of our little children, right? So the government is wicked. They have an agenda to destroy the households, destroy strong men, to destroy family, and keep everybody away from God because they want everybody to rely on the government. And I don't understand how did the states conclude that taking a man's license is going to help him because he has to go to work unless you have a good bus system like a major city. But if you're in a rural area or whatever, the man has to go to the city to go get the goddamn money, the very money that he needs to pay the courts. So how is he supposed to get to court? I mean, get to work so he can pay off court fees and child support. See, it starts off, let's say he owes $5,000 with all the fees and late fees and fines, imprisonment. You got to fight to get your license back. That $5,000 will turn into $15,000, and continuously, because now he still has to pay for the next 8 years. It's all a scam. Another thing I found out from, because I don't have any kids, so I just be nosy. I just be Y'all tell me. Y'all let me know. They saying that a lot of times when the guys be giving their baby mamas some money, the kids don't even see it. This happened to one of my homeboys. He was giving his baby mama 500 a month. This was a long time ago. 500 was a lot. He was giving his baby mama $500 for their son, but every time he would go to her house, the kids would look and toe up. Every time he would go to the house, the kids would toe up. The pamper got all kind of mud. The pamper is sagging. The pamper is sagging on the floor. The kids look ashy, but she is looking good. Her hair is done. Her nails are did. Her fingernails, her toenails. She got her some new outfits. So he asked her, "Why my kids looking like that?" He jumped in her ish. That brother jumped on that woman, not physically, but he scolded her. "I'm giving you money every month, and my kids looking toe up." He's going around in the kitchen. There's no name brand food in there. He's looking like, "Okay, I'm giving you money. Where's the food? Why ain't the diaper change? Where's the new clothes?" It's about to be school season. I think this was like around July or August. And this, when everybody get the school clothes, it's ready for kids getting bigger. And he's looking around the house, and these are the same clothes from, these are old clothes from the previous year. "I'm giving you money every month. You should be buying school clothes. This money's for the kids." No, she's using that money for herself. That's money for the food for the kids, the clothes for the kids, and whatever. And then if they need something extra, if they get sick, he'll be there. He'll buy them medicine, take them to the doctor. But the basic essentials, she was not putting that money to her kids. Well, to their kids. She was getting her hair done. She was getting her fingernails, and she was using that money to go out to the club with her homegirls. This is why marriage is absolutely critical. Now, but the real marriage, the marriage that we talk about in America, that's not real marriage. I want to ask y'all something. Where in the Bible did it say your marriage is official once it's recognized by any state of the United States? Where in the Bible said that a government makes your marriage official? I'll wait. Where in the Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, where it states that your marriage is not officially recognized unless it's signed off, notarized by a government body, local government, state government, federal government? Where in the Bible does it say a government makes your marriage official? Never. And you can't even say your marriage is official because the United States didn't even exist when marriage was created by God. Make that make sense. How a government that hasn't been established thousands of years later, marriage was established 5,000 years ago. America is only 400 years old, but officially only 200 years old. Once it's official, 1776, 200 plus years old. So marriage was established by God 5,000 years ago. Marriage is between man, woman, and God. It's a sacred covenant. It's a sacred ceremony. It's a triangle relationship between God, man, God, woman, and man. God is the source. God is who makes your marriage official. So in America, we're programmed, your marriage is a legal document. It's not a legal document. Marriage is between man, woman, and God. So when you begin to really understand what marriage is, you know that what's going on in this world is all a scam. In other words, you don't need a piece of paper. That piece of paper, when you go down to the courthouse, where does it say a court justifies your marriage? In the Bible, in the Old Testament, New Testament, any one of the books, where does it say a court determines if your marriage is official? Because man doesn't solidify a marriage, God does. So the ring don't mean nothing. The legal document don't mean nothing. All that legal stuff is in benefit of the government. They all in your business. They are all in your business. Now, the people say, oh, there's some benefits to it. My thing is, I feel the government don't need to be in our business if we get married. That's how I personally feel. We can write our own goddamn contract. If we do get divorced, I do feel men should take care of the women because they're weaker the species and they're not designed to go as hard as men, right? But at the end of the day, it takes two mature adults, whether they're going to stay married or get divorced. We can sort this thing out without the government's intervention. But we have been programmed to rely on the government for everything, to raise our children. They're involved in our marriage. They're involved in our businesses. You got to pay taxes. The government is too damn involved in what we got going on our day-to-day operation. You sit there and tell me if two grown adults break up, you need a third party to resolve your family issue. It's your freaking kids. It's not the government kids. CPS, I've been hearing some horrible stories about CPS. It's not the government's responsibility. They're only intervening because they can gain from it. You sit there and tell me, let's say Chad and Heather, a white couple. Chad and Heather don't work out and they got 3 kids. You sit there and tell me Chad and Heather are too dumb to sit down, too incompetent to sit down and say, hey, we're not going to work out. We can work out our own visitation. We can work out our own finances. Hey, this is how much I'm going to give you a month. We can work it out to make sure that our households stay afloat. Because now, instead of one household, your mama and the kids are over there and daddy's going to be over here and daddy's going to start him a new family. It's a lot. That in itself is a lot of chaos right there. But to wiggle through this chaos, these two aren't competent enough to sit down and say, hey, I'm going to get the man said, I'm going to give you so much. I'm still going to take care of the kids. Keep the courts out of our business. But I don't know about the other culture. Well, I see it. Yeah, I think it's in all cultures now. It's just American. It's not like a black thing. No, that it's not a black thing specifically, but a lot of women, they will run down to the court on your ass. They will run down to the court. The court is their God, especially with women. That is their God. They're running to that court for everything: child support, divorce, everything. If you raise your voice at your wife or your girlfriend, call the cops. The American women, they love this goddamn system. And you gotta be very careful who you date. Very, 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 very careful who you date, who you bring in your house. And it's like I don't know when will American people grow up and start being independent. We talk about we are free nation, talk about we free people, but we act like damn slaves. You talk about we are free nation, but you act like goddamn slaves. I don't need a government. If I break up with my wife, I divorce my wife, I don't need her to I don't need the government to dictate when I'm gonna see my own kids. I want y'all to think about this. When you get the child support involved and child support people involved, they dictate. Think about this. You're the man, right? You're bringing home the bacon. You're doing all of these things to make sure your household is good and wherever your kids at, they're good and their mother is good, even though y'all separated. You got a complete stranger dictating to you when you see your own damn kids. What kind of shit is that? A complete stranger is gonna tell me when I can see my own goddamn kids, well, you can only go over here Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and the rest of the week they'll be with their mother. I need you to sign on this paper, and if you come to this house outside those times, you'll get a fine. In California, if you don't have the kids back at a certain time, the counterpart can call the police, and then now it's kidnapping. Think about this. You getting a kidnapping charge and you hanging out with your own child under the laws. Under the law. Let's check the polls. Let's see. Do y'all think the child support system is a scam? 60% say yes. 40% say no. Okay. Almost down the middle. We see John Davis. I hate the fact that the government takes our mortality, even our death. Yep. They want it all. Our souls, the way we think. It's a big program. If you're not with this program, You're gonna have some heat on your ass. You're gonna feel like a sunburn right on that cheek. It's absolutely disgusting when you really get to see how the world works. How much money is involved in broken homes? Lose your license. You got a stranger telling you we can see your own goddamn kids. They're gonna dictate how much you're gonna give to your damn kids. That's not for you to dictate. I make what I make, and I'm gonna give what my family needs accordingly. You need to stay out my business. Now they're tracking how much the man makes. This is just crazy, and these women continue to drag these men down there. Y'all wouldn't believe how many. And I'm saying these are black men I'm talking about. Y'all wouldn't believe how many black women drag these brothers down there to that courthouse, and these brothers be begging because going to the court, you can get a warrant for that. Just like he got a warrant. So Adrian Peterson got a warrant because he's missing court dates. You can't miss the court dates. So once a woman goes down there, and she goes down there, yeah, and we're so hungry, and I'm on food stamps, and he just refused to give me some money to help my kids. Once the court system hear that, where that nigga at? Where's that nigga at? Oh, they on your ass. They looking for Michael. I'm over here chilling. I'm on my lunch break, and then I got these two people pulling up on me with these fancy gray and black suits on. What y'all got going on? We represent the court system, the child support system. You've been served. They came with this piece of paper, and well, what was that? And they said your black ass better be there, or we're gonna have a warrant out for your arrest. You have to go to court. So you wouldn't believe how many men are begging their baby mamas, please don't send me to court. I'll give you. Can we work it out? She said no. And once you get a good job, oh, it's over. Now say you move up because you got to pay all these fees and fines. You got to take care of yourself too. Let's just say that you go from making $50K to $75,000, right? You have to report that. The government is all in your goddamn business. You have to report it. And if you don't report, I know that's a penalty for that. I don't know what the penalty is, but it's a penalty for not reporting how much you make. But the system, the technology is so advanced now, they're gonna know how much you make. And the more you make, the more you gotta pay this broad. The more you make, the more you have to pay this broad. Now, I'm pretty sure most men don't care about their kids, but they're not even checking. And this very system that make men's life a living hell, or they just now starting to come out with systems like a card to make sure that the money is only spent on children, because it was getting out of hand. These kids were messed up. How in the hell your daddy sending you $2,000 a month and these kids are raggedy? How? Because the mama's spending the money on herself. She's spending the money on her new nigga who won't work. Yeah, it's grimy out here. Did you hear what I said? She's taking the child support money from her ex-husband and spending it on this new nigga who won't even work because he got some good pipe. Make that make sense. She getting her hair done. She getting her nails did. She going out to the club. She going on Amazon buying bodysuits, starting it up. This is the type of energy that, oh man, that's here. That's a lot of people getting hurt. In Louisiana, there's been a spike in domestic violence, specifically over child support, because the girls won't let the guys see their kids, but they keep taking them to court and keep trying to get an increase on the child support. If you start making some more money, fellas, they will find out. Technology has advanced, and they will find out, and your ass will have to pay. You try to better your life, but they're going to keep increasing the child support. They're going to dictate to you when you're going to see your own damn babies. The government is too involved. Our women love, especially in the black community, our women love the government. They love everything they have to offer. Not just from the court system side. I'm talking about the whole system. Media. They love the media. They love the music. It's all about putting the black woman in power. This false sense of power. It's all about catering to the black woman, especially chaotic black women, chaotic women in general. It's all about appeasing chaotic women. Why do you think the courts are just now, but they're not even really checking them? The courts don't even check where the money is going once the man gives their baby mama the money. They're not even checking. You find that odd that a man is giving this woman $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 a month, and y'all not checking to make sure this money is even saved? Why isn't the government, if you want to go this route, why isn't the government making a mandatory system, put a mandatory system in place so if a woman is receiving child support, she has to create a savings account, and that a savings account has to go up. It can never go down. It has to go up. Even if it's $100, that savings account, there has to be a mandatory savings account for the children, and she cannot touch it. Or if they want to do this child support thing, kind of like a 401k or IRA, it's automatically taking out of child support and it's tied to the kids' Social Security. How about that? How about that? So in other words, break it down simple. If a man is giving, say he got 3 kids, and a man is paying $3,000, got $3,000. Let's say 20% has to go to savings. That's but 2 times that's $600. So every month, $600 will be automatically put into a savings account that's tied to the kid's Social Security number, just like your IRA, just like your 401k, any type of money account that's locked in for a long time. In other words, a portion of the $3,000 that the man pays will be automatically locked in to an account that's tied to the kids' Social Security. So in other words, for the next 18 years, the kids can't touch this. The mother can't touch it, and the kids can't touch it. How about that? You ever wonder why they don't put no system in place? Because they want these kids to go to jail. That's how it works. God damn, the father paying all this money, my kids are still not learning them. My kids still ragged gear because the goal is to get the, especially young boys, the goal is to get them in jail. So when the mother, instead of my way, King Michael's way, automatically have that money every time he pays, because it's going to be electronic. Every time the father pays is an automatic savings account that nobody can touch until they're 18. They don't want that. They encourage the mothers to spend that money. They encourage the mothers to spend that child support money on the club and getting their hair done and just wasting the damn money. They encourage it because they don't want these kids to grow up with anything. They don't want these kids to learn about savings. They don't want these kids to learn about credit. They don't want these kids to have a functional household because they got to fill these prisons, especially for the young boys. These boys ain't got nothing. Where's the goddamn money, mama? Still struggling. The father ain't present. Broken homes is big business. What we got? Shout out John Davis. Shout out New Jersey. Oh, New Jersey in the house. What we got? I hate the fact that the government got set that one. Joshua Redding. Okay. When the kids turn 18, it would be massively taxed. Huh, that's a good thing. That's a good perspective. Should child support be taxed? I say no, because that child support money, it came from net income. Meaning the child support, that money was already taxed from the father. So the father gets a $2,000 paycheck, he only brings home $1,500. And out of that $1,500, he paid child support. He didn't pay child support from the $2,000, he paid child support after he was taxed. So in other words, what John Davis is saying, that money will be taxed twice. It was taxed first by the father who made the money, then it'll be taxed again when the kid's able to receive. I say, hell no. You ain't touching that. If it was me, it wouldn't be taxed. How the hell you gonna tax it again? But that's how they do it in America. It's all a scam. Every time money is moving in your house, it's taxed, even though it's been taxed before. That's absolutely crazy. SSI was taking out your check, and then when you get old, it's gonna get taxed again because consider it income. But you already took it out all them years when I was young, which means I had to make sacrifices because I didn't get a full check. Anytime you don't get a full check, that means your style of living has to be compromised. So what I'm saying is, most people work 40 years. That was 40 years of compromising my lifestyle, living below my means. Can't go do this. Can't go live life. I can't go travel. I can't explore new things because I'm being, quote unquote, responsible and I lived below my means. Then 40 years of doing that, you're saying once I finally start getting some money that I don't have to work for, you're going to tax it again, knowing by the time, that's a long time from now, by the time we get to, if it's still there, let's say 67, it was 62, then they raised it to 65, now they're raising it to 67 and a half. Y'all know how expensive it's going to be by that time. I don't understand why they tax it again. They don't give a goddamn. They don't give a damn about the children. They do not give a damn about the working ages. They do not give a damn about the elderly. They really hate the elderly. They hate old folks because they suck the system. They're so expensive to take care of old folks. Now, taking care of babies, it's not really expensive. To be honest, what makes it expensive is they keep growing. It's the clothes and food. That's really gonna kill you. Clothes and school, but taking care of old people in America, your ass got to go. Oh man, your ass got to go. Let's see, child support, license. I think it's a suspension. Now I don't know if they revoke your license. It's a license suspension. Let's see. People have been working their whole lives, 67 and a half. Most people in America, yeah, I even see rich kids start working at, because even though they're rich, they're gonna make sure that them rich parents don't play that lazy shit. Most rich parents, upper middle class, I see it all the time. Even in the ghettos, your ass gonna work. Your ass gonna work. Now, why they want to work is a little bit different. Now, the poor parents make their kids work because, you know, they want their kids to help out with sustaining the household. Upper middle class and rich parents, they force their kids to work so they understand the value of a dollar, right? Will people be like, well, don't poor parents do that too? Not really, because every time poor children get paid, the parents always taking it. See, when a rich parent send their kids out to work, they're teaching them, values and getting experience, value of a dollar, and they're teaching them to be independent. Now, that does go on in the ghettos, but the kids really don't get to see the fruits of their labor because the parents so poor, they take all the money. So the kids go and see, in other words, when poor kids go to work, they're frustrated. When rich kids go to work, they feel accomplished, because when rich kids get their paychecks, they're 15, 16, getting their paychecks, they're able to keep it. And then the rich parent would say, okay, how much did you make this week? Oh, I made $500, Dad. You made $500 this week. Okay. Do you know about such and such? Do you know what a brokerage is? Do you know what credit is? They kind of pick their kids' brain. Well, I'm going to show you how to turn this 5 into 2,000 over time. I'm going to show you what this stock is, a index fund, or this and that, a mutual fund. But I'll show you different ways so that you're not working and killing yourself for the rest of your life. This is what rich people do. This is why they push their kids to work. This is why rich parents push their kids to work, because they're molding them into future millionaires. Poor kids are pushed out to work because they're trying to survive. And all that money, most of their money go back to their parents. It's messed up, y'all. Let me see. Because I got to quote source my facts. But last time I checked, you're going to get your license suspended if you're behind on child support. Adrian Peterson better pay them folk. Not only did he owe child support, he owes the banks. He's in bad. This man made over 100 million. But now I'm going to jump on Adrian Peterson and close it out, and jump on Adrian Peterson ass over that 100 million he made. Let me see. In Texas, the Office of Attorney General can suspend or deny a license for non-payment of child support. Ooh. This includes driver licenses, professional licenses, and licenses for recreational activities like hunting and fishing. Did y'all know that? Oh, hold up. I'm going to read this again, and I'm going to break it down real quick. Not only am I a journalist, I'm a news anchor, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, Lord, that woke me up. Now, let me see. Now, this is AI overview. Let me go to a now is the AI overview, is that let me see. Oh, it is. Oh, my heart just dropped, y'all. We about to turn up. Let me get one more sip. We about to turn up. I did not know that you can lose your professional license if you're behind in child support. We're about to read. Oh my God. Oh, these people are evil. Hold on. Don't worry. It's just coconut water. And I put a little orange juice in it. It's just coconut water. Black man gotta stay healthy. Gotta look good. Okay, we're gonna read a little bit. This is according to Ken Paxton, Attorney General of Texas. So I'm not just another nigga just running his mouth. Now I go check out the website when y'all get time. I'm gonna read this the first couple of bullets. Whoa. License suspension. The Office of the Attorney General has the authority to deny or suspend a license for non-payment of child support. Who can be affected by license suspension? The Office of the Attorney General can petition the court or use administrative remedies to suspend a license issued to an NCP. And who's the NCP? They can take your license if a person owes overdue child support in an amount equal to or greater than the total support due for 3 months. Oh, they start getting your ass after 3 months? Has been provided with an opportunity to make payments toward the overdue child support under court-ordered or agreed repayment schedule. Fails to comply with the repayment schedule. So even if you go with the repayment, they can still get your ass. What kind of licenses can be suspended or denied? Think about this. Practicing or engaging in a particular business, occupation, or profession, operating a motor vehicle, or engaging in any other regulated activity for which a license or permit is required, including hunting, fishing, or other recreational activities. So you can lose your hunting license, you can lose your driver's license, you can lose your insurance license, you can be denied your hunting license, you can be denied your fishing license, you could be denied your insurance license, you could be denied your nursing license. How in the world does that make sense? I owe in child support and I need to make more money because my kids are getting bigger, so I'm going back. A male nurse can make male nurses make more because they're physically stronger than the other nurses. They can work longer hours. So I go from making $600 a week to making $2,000 a week. That's my goal, to make $2,000 a week. I can do some overtime, but you're saying I can be denied an occupational license because I owe child support? So how in the hell am I supposed to make some money? So they can take your nursing, they can deny you a nursing license and take your current driver's license over child support. I almost had a heart attack. Almost had a heart attack. I did not know this. And I'm a pretty knowledgeable guy. I like to think so myself. They can take away your occupational or professional license if you're behind on child support. Woo! That's crazy. Once again, that was... Oh, where did I get that from? Yeah, the KentonPaxton.com. Oh my Lord. And then you gotta pay in the court system itself, not just the child support system, just the court system in general is a lot of money. Fees and fines. Millions of dollars. I did not know. Oh my God. I don't have any kids. Hey, before we jump on Adrian Peterson, I just like to say shout out to all the single fathers out there. Shout out to all the single mothers. Shout out to all the parents. And I hope a lot of y'all get back to. I think once you start taking people to court, I think there's no turning back. And what's unfortunate, what a lot of people don't understand, is that once a mother takes a father to court against his wishes, and he's actually there present in the life, He's trying to understand why you're not trying to why you persist on taking him to court. Um, one, because you didn't marry her. You know, like I said earlier, you made her a baby mama, but that is crazy. Shout out to all the couples that have enough maturity to unbreak those broken homes, decide to work it out and get married and keep the courts out their system. Shout out to the ones that's getting it. That's getting that it is a broken homes is a business. I hope all of those that did find peace and understanding and maturity, they did come back together and they kept the government out their system. But once you sue somebody, once you start taking advice to court, what I'm seeing, the relationship is never the same, ever. Once, even in business, if you suing somebody, you try to wipe me out, it's over. A baby mama try to take her baby daddy to court, constantly take him to court against his wishes, it's over. So once you go down that government road, typically the father and mother relationship, that bond, that relationship is done. That family is done once you go down that government road. Woo! The government doing too much, right? In my book, they doing too much. Adrian Peterson, wrap this up, y'all. Look at, um, even if I was young, you know, I do understand that a person can blow $100 million over time, but that's still, nigga, $100 million. It's literally impossible to go broke in my mindset, because you can't eat all that food. I mean, you can't eat all that money. Your body can only eat so much. Now, if you have a big family, to me, I'm not understanding. Even if you buy your family's homes, you don't even have any rental property. Did you invest in any apartment complexes? Did you invest in any McDonald's? This man had $100 million. There's no way that I can see myself going through $100 million. I ain't gonna lie, I probably just waste out of $100 million. Talking about getting all my dream cars and getting all my clothes and getting just fun stuff, traveling. Even $1 million, that's a lot of money. Plane tickets don't cost that much. Clothes, 30,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of stuff. I'm talking about material stuff. Bags, wallets, hats. That's a lot of junk, to be honest. $1 million on clothes, $1 million on, I mean, cars, maybe, a home. But even if you bought him a super mega mansion for $20 million, nigga, you still had $80 million. There's no way. and even in that article, I may sound harsh. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for a grown man that can blow through $100 million for the number one reason, not for splurging, not for taking care of everybody, for the number one reason. If you're not good with money, just let it sit and you still make money. So what I'm saying is, now the banks only insure your money up to a certain amount, like 275 or 250,000, something like that. It's only insured. But if you're not business savvy, if you're not you're not up on game about investing, there's a lot of scams out here, right? But just play it safe. Just put your money in the Vanguard, put your money in Fidelity, and just let it sit. Hey, I haven't made any moves with my money. I just bought me a house, a couple of cars, and some clothes, and that's it. If you're unsure, I'm just talking about people that's like not financially literate or just scared to put their money somewhere. Some people just scared. They're scared of losing, or they just scared of, and you should be scared. There's a lot of scams out there. What I'm saying is, $100 million, if you don't know what to do with it, just let it sit. Don't even touch it. And live within your means. Just keep living the life that you've been living. You know, of course, your life going to improve. But if you're unsure, you're that terrified, just let it. There's no excuse how a person can lose $100 million. It's impossible. No, I'm serious. It's impossible. It is impossible for Adrian Peterson to lose $100 million. There's no way. What did you spend the money on? Lavish lifestyles. Okay, over time, even if you're spending if you're spending $10 million a year on what? That's my question. You can only have so many cars in your driveway. You can now, if you spend on a lot of homes or a lot of bad businesses, like I'm saying, if you are confident about business, this is what I'm saying. I don't even understand how a grown man, especially as men, we are the providers, so we have to be good with money. Because if the money's messed up, then our kids don't eat. Our women, they're not taken care of, and you and yourself, you're not taken care of. I don't feel sorry for this brother, because if you had 100 million, there's no way you can go broke. There's no way. Where did your comments? If you're buying stuff for everybody constantly, your instincts kick in. Okay, I'm doing too much. Y'all trying to take advantage now. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Your instincts. Always trust your instincts and never be afraid to speak up for yourself. See, when I speak up for myself, I learn. Because when I get angry, like, I snap quick. So I be like, just kind of let them know, like, no, we can't do that because I'm gonna go broke. And if they don't respect it, then they can go on about their way. Make me no difference. I got 100 million. That is absolutely crazy. Let's see, $100 million could live off the interest alone. That's what I mean. If you scared to invest, just drop that shit off in the bank. See, he made 100 mil. They say he made 100 mil over his career. But let's say he took home. No, let's say he took home 100. Let's say he took home 100. I don't know what the taxes are. They say I don't think they take that much out. But even if he made 80 mil, say the government took 30 mil, 70 mil. Come on, bro. But we keep it at 100. This man made over $100 million. And even if the government took that much out, he would have still made those millions back just off the interest. You could have lived off the interest, just let it sit. Because a lot of people don't want to be involved in investing and all that. So a lot of people just want to make their money. They made a lot and they just want to chill. That's cool, but that money still has to keep growing, because every year the American dollar loses value. So even though you have enough money for probably the next, this man has enough, $100 million. That's enough money if they budget right and just live a decent lifestyle. $100 million could last you the next 7 generations. That's your great grandkids will be straight. 100 mil, come on, bro. Most people live around $1,000 a week. And we getting it, and we surviving, and we going to the game. We're riding public transportation. We're still having a good time. We're still ordering Uber Eats. We're still living a good life. So if the average American makes $25 an hour and we doing okay, god damn, nigga, 100 mil? I don't feel sorry for this man. I don't know what he's doing, but obviously he got some type of demons attacking him. And like I said, sometimes God puts us in this position where he's testing our heart, he's testing our will. So I'm not here to bash him down. I just don't feel sorry for him, but I hope he does get his stuff together, because we don't know all the details. We only know what the journalists and these news people tell us. But 100 mil, numbers don't lie now. Numbers do not lie. He's broke. And not poor people, but most of the amount of money he's earned put himself in the 0.2% of earners in the entire world. He's richer than the 1%. What's the one? What makes you a 1%er? A billionaire? Millionaire? I think if you're a millionaire, you're probably a 1%. 1% of earners in the entire world. He had 100 of them things. So I can't feel sorry for him in the financial aspect, but as a human being, he's hitting rock bottom. He already had a bad reputation when he hit his kid. He beat up on his kid back in the day, back in 2014. He's arguing with his wife. He has a lot of demons. Maybe got a lot of anger issues. But you cannot, once your personal demons or whatever you're battling internally, once that begin to affect your money, once that begin to affect how you function, once that begin to affect your thought process, your happiness, your joy, your will to get, to do better, there's a problem. And whatever he's going through is an absolute problem, and he's going to have to fix. He's only 39. You can't retire, nigga, for another, so the retirement age, almost 30 years. He got 3 decades. If he was a regular person, because he might have to get a regular job, the man can't retire for almost 30 years. This is a test for him, but $100 million, man. $100 million. There's no excuse for that. Once again, if you scared to invest, that's cool. Put your money in the bank, let it sit. Let the bank, let the smart people use your money, and then you get the interest back. Because a lot of people say, oh yeah, but you get taxed on saving. Who give a goddamn? It's money you didn't have to work for. We'll get into that another day. We're talking about savings account because I believe everybody should have a savings account is good. You can make a lot of money, or you can open up some life insurance. There's many ways to make money, but at the end of the day, don't touch your money. Let it sit and keep working. If you don't want to if you're not business savvy, there's no reason to lose 100 million. That's absolutely there's no excuses for that. But that court system, let's check the polls. Court system ridiculous. Oh, it changed up a little bit. Let's see. Do y'all think the child support system is a scam? 57% say yes. 43 say no. It's almost down the middle, y'all. It's almost down the middle. But overall, we got to keep God first. Hopefully, the churches have failed. Not all, but most of the churches have failed. The men have failed. The men, this is Satan's playground, right? So when you have a nation of men who don't have a strong relationship with God, that's a problem. We have a nation of men who think they women, that's a problem. When we don't understand what marriage is, that's a problem. When we don't understand what family is, that's a problem. When we don't understand what love is, that's a problem. And there's no love in this damn country. Overall, there's a lot of good people doing good things, but it's not promoted. What I'm saying is not promoted in the music, it's not promoted on the TV shows, it's not promoted as a culture to get married and go through the long steps to reach that beautiful place where a man and a woman can raise a functioning family. Broken homes is the culture over here, and doesn't matter if you broke, you out there in Holly Grove 17, shout out New Orleans, or if you in Oak Cliff, shout out Dallas, or North Sacramento, shout out Sacramento. Doesn't matter where you at in East Coast, West Coast, Chicago, New Jersey, New York. This is a serious problem in America. It's big business for the elites. It's big business for the corrupt system. And at the end of the day, God's children lose. But y'all flood my comments. I had fun with y'all. I got to put up some more videos. I got to get back to work. You know I love to work. I got to get this money. Those of you that have been rocking with me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. Tell somebody about the channel. We are only going up. Nothing but positivity. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Have a great day. Keep God first. Keep working hard and don't take no ears. 250 capital G News. I'm gone.